What is going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a pair of true wireless earbuds, but this time I'm actually surprised and excited to show these to you for a few different reasons. But before we jump into the details on that, I just want to say, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to Plug and Play. If you like this review and you want to see more reviews just like this or other tech-related videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. But without further ado, let's jump into the review. So for our usual disclaimer, before we get started, I just want to thank Anbes for sending me the D42 earbuds to do this review. And again, I just want to assure you guys, this is a non-biased review. I'm not being paid to give this a positive or negative review. This is exactly the experience that I had with these earbuds to help you hopefully make a better buying decision. So with that said, and all that out of the way, let's jump in and talk about the design. So when we're talking about design, I honestly really like the design of these earbuds in this case. The whole package overall is just something that is, it's refreshing to see in a lot of different ways. So let's jump in and talk about the case. So the first thing that you're gonna see, obviously the very first thing you see when you pull a pair of earbuds out of a package is the case itself, right? So the case itself is kind of a big deal, right? This is where you're gonna house your devices. This is where you're gonna charge them. This is, what you're gonna interact with a lot, right? And so I'm happy to say that this case is probably one of the better cases that I have reviewed. And the reason why is that all the edges on this case are perfectly smooth, and you're not gonna have any, there's no rough edges, there's nothing gonna get hooked on a pocket. They're gonna slide in and out of pockets, even tighter, tighter pants, things like that. They're gonna slide in and out really well. There's no corners, everything's really smooth. Front, back, everything is awesome in that respect. It's got a glossy lid on it, right? So it's a very shiny, I'll show you the shine, you can see it kind of just glossing here. Very glossy lid, but the rest of it is a matte finish. And so I kind of like the combination of the two. Most brands kind of either go with glossy or they go with flat. And so this is a very elegant looking combination of the two. So overall, the case, really nice design, very happy with that. The one thing that I will mention, and it's part of the design and part of the tech specs, is that the case itself is charged via micro USB. And so it's not a huge deal, right? You're not charging a massive battery in here, but if we're moving into the age where USB-C is kind of becoming the standard on phones, and so people are trying to shed their old tech cables and stuff like that. So having a micro USB is not the greatest thing, but then again, it is also not a huge negative. It'll work just fine for you. So and it comes with one in the box, so there's really no reason for it to be a problem. So that's the only gripe that I have with the case, is micro USB, but other than that, case design is fantastic. One other thing actually to talk about on the case is the magnetic. So it is magnetically placed in here. So when you put these guys in here, you're gonna see that they magnetize really well. They click in. They do not. This is a serious magnet in here. They're not going to come out of here. They hold in their place very well. And so the magnet is great. You've got your charging LEDs right here on the front, right here on the lower bottom here. So you're going to see the charging level of both of the earbuds. And then you're going to see the charging level of the case when you close the lid like that. So there's the case. So it's got all the information that you need. It's a very basic, very elegant design. There's not a lot of fluff with it. It's really just a basic case, but it does everything really well. So with that said, now let's talk about the earbud itself. The earbuds themselves are a really cool shape. If you look at them here, I'll put them up close so you can kind of see them. They've got a nice little, somewhat of a teardrop shape, so they are fatter on one side and skinnier on the other. They're pretty thick now, and the reason why, and I'll get into this with the sound quality, they're pretty thick, so they do kind of stick out of your ears a little bit. They have a very nice cone shape that goes down into your ear, with the rubberized tip on the outside there. You've got your metal contacts right on the inside, standard. Everything's pretty easy. You've got a microphone hole right here on the outside, so that's for your microphones, and it's just a really straightforward pair of earbuds. So overall design, I'm very happy with them, and let me show you what they look like when they go in. So when you put them in your ear, you're gonna see that they look pretty darn good, right? They go right in your ear. They don't stick out very far. Like I've got pretty fat chin, or what would I say, cheekbones here, right? So stuff doesn't stick out very far, and these stick out a little bit. They're not going to be low profile, so they're not going to hide in there very well. They do stick out a little bit, but that is going to be, you're gonna understand why when we move on with the review. So with that said, overall design, the matte finish, they're a single button control, but they do have volume controls in the buttons as well. So you have volume controls. They're not touch, so you do have to push the button, but they have volume controls, skip tracks, you know, backwards and forwards, all that kind of stuff, play and pause, you know, activating your Siri or your Google Home, all that stuff. They have everything that you need, but they have volume control in there, which is fantastic. And so now with all of that said, let's talk about some of the features that these guys come with. So really quickly, I'm just gonna run down some of the features. You got Bluetooth 5.0, right? You got micro USB charging on these guys. You got pairing when you pull them out of the case. They go back in the case, they stop pairing, which is fantastic. So automatic pairing, which is freaking great, right? Not every pair of Bluetooth earbuds has this yet. I don't know why it's not standard, but these ones have it, which is fantastic. You've got 3.5 hours of battery life per charge. So it's not the longest, right? We're starting to see upwards of, you know, the 4.5 to 5 hour battery life on the earbuds, but 3.5 hours is respectable. I was able to get, honestly, personally my testing, I was able to get 4 hours at about 60 to 70% volume. I don't listen to music super high, so if you were maxing these guys out, I'm sure you would probably cut that down and start seeing it in the 3 to 3.5 hour range. I was able to get a solid 4 hours before it started to notify me that there was a battery thing going on. And so for me, I probably could have even pushed it a little bit longer, but then I put them back in the case and we're good to go. So I got 4 hours. They say 3.5. I think your mileage will vary depending on your listening volume and frequency. These guys are IPX5 water resistant, so splashing, sweat, things like that, you're gonna be good to go. These are not waterproof. Don't go jumping in the pool with them. Don't expect them to perform in that way. But they're just a good generic water resistancy, so you don't have to worry if you're walking to work in the rain, things like that, you're gonna be just fine. IPX5 is a good solid rating. So with all of the basic features out of the way, let's get to the most important part and talk about the sound quality, the price, and then my overall verdict on these earbuds here. So I pulled these guys out, paired them up, started playing around with the features, and was pretty excited about the volume controls and, you know, the auto pairing when they go in and out, that kind of thing. Then I put on my speaker test playlist. And I'm gonna tell you that I am honestly, I think literally if anyone was there to see me, my jaw kind of opened. My jaw dropped a little bit. The audio quality on these guys is fantastic. Right now, at the time of making this video, I can honestly say that these are probably in my top 5 pair of earbuds as far as what I like to hear. So my audio, you know, what I like to listen to, a nice rounded, solid audio profile, but they hit bass really well. And at 35 bucks, I was absolutely shocked when I listened to, I played the whole playlist through, and I heard my highs, I heard my mids, and I got my deep bass, my deep lows, and I was super pumped, super pumped, very excited. And so I like it. I like the audio quality. Audio quality on these guys, definite thumbs up for sure. So if you're looking for a good quality sounding pair of earbuds, regardless of the price, these ones perform pretty darn well. So moving on from there, overall verdict here, right? So I think you can kind of see where I'm going with this. For $35 on Amazon, super skeptical. Anybody would be. You should be, right? Everybody should be skeptical at that price point. But with the feature set and the sound quality and just the overall entire package, honestly, these have now launched into the top 5. These are well within my top 5. Potentially even my top 3. Right now, these are my daily drivers. I am absolutely loving these earbuds. The Anbes D42s, I really can't say anything else. They are absolutely fantastic. They're comfortable. The battery life is solid, sufficient. The case is fantastic, and the audio quality is great. I'm absolutely pleased. And again, you guys, this is a non-biased review. This is not that they did not pay me to make this review. This is literally my experience. I love these earbuds. I don't know. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it any other way. I just love these earbuds. And at that price point, I literally think that anybody should be considering these when they're looking for their first pair of true wireless earbuds, or they don't want to spend a lot. They're looking for something budget. These are the ones to look at. So Anbes D42 true wireless earbuds on Amazon. Link down in the description below, like it always is. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to talk about them, you want to ask me anything about more about details, any other experiences, anything you want to talk about, let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to have a conversation with you. But guys, link in the description below. Amazon, 35 bucks. Go check them out. But other than that, that's it for me, and I will see you guys in the next video.